My question for you ladies, yesterday with all the Pink Rangers, they were talking about the most touching experiences they had with fans. Could you share any experiences you had with fans that really touched you?
Good question.
Being asked to be here yesterday and today is probably one of the most flattering moments ever, because I played such a small role. I wasn't really part of the phenomenon. I just kind of was there for the pilot, and all the love, the way you guys have received me, I thank you for it. And it's a touching moment for me.
I think the first con I went to was specifically for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the boy who the whole thing was for, it was, you know, really for him, and then all the fans. But he was a fan specifically of SPD. So he specifically, like, his wish was to meet my cast, you know, my season. So that was really awesome. And pretty much the entire time I spent with him and his family and his older sister, we like were peas and carrots, and we just like hung out the entire time and played Wii and his family, and then like I kept in touch with them, and it was just like, it was just really exciting to meet them and to spend time with them and just hang out with them. It was awesome.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, while I was on the show, every week we had a Make-A-Wish kid come to the set, and we had quite a few that would get to come more than once, and we lost a couple of those kids. So to be able to get to know them and to know like they had, you know, a terminally ill disease, and a lot of times they would come and they would be happy and they would be talking and asking you questions, and then there were times they would come and they could barely speak. And it was just so hard for us. I mean, we would literally go to our rooms, cry, come back, and I mean, we didn't want to let this kid down. We were going to do whatever we had to do in order to like just give them that moment. And so for me, that was probably the best moment of my life, to know that, you know, someone's dying wish was to meet us. Who are we? You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just normal kids who got a great opportunity, and that was.
I'm sorry.
No, because I was just thinking about, I would say, being on Power Rangers, guys, being here these last couple of days has been completely awesome for me. I've had people come to the table and were lost for words and told me that they really, really loved my character and really just loved me as a person and have been following my career since Power Rangers. And I don't take any of that lightly at all. And I just want you to know that. And all of the people that I've met, even with Make-A-Wish Foundation, the people that I've met here, it is my duty as a person, as a child of God, to make sure that you guys know that I appreciate it. I have shaken everyone's hand. I want to give you guys all a hug. I can't make it over the table. But I truly appreciate everything. So this whole experience and just reliving and knowing, not even knowing that what I was stepping into, because when I auditioned for Power Rangers, I didn't know what Power Rangers was. I had just started my auditioning career because I was in college at the same time. And so when I started auditioning and I got, you know, I auditioned like 5 times. There was 5 callbacks, so it was a long process. So I didn't know that I was stepping into this. So this whole experience overall has been, lights. Has been a very, very awesome experience. So I just want to say thank you all for even remembering Tanya and remembering me as a person, and I truly, truly appreciate and love you all.
Everything that we give to you, I just want you to know that what you give to us is 100 times. Because it's like, I honestly, when Steve called, he called me 2 years ago and was like, hey, you should come to this convention. And I was like, are you serious? voice. I was like, people don't even know who I am. I just remember who I am. And he was like, no, you just don't understand. And Steve really had to talk me into it. And I came and I was just like, oh my gosh. And and Ken was one of the first people that I met when I went to a convention in Orlando. And it's just amazing. So I know that we try to give you guys a moment in your childhood, but trust me, you've given all of us 10 times that.
I'm going to try not to cry here. No, I absolutely concur with Nikia. It's so humbling being up here before you guys. Without you guys, we would be nothing. Make-A-Wish Foundation was definitely a huge experience. I remember going back to my dressing room and just weeping because it's so humbling. And then same thing with Karen. Why would I be here thinking that after all these years, nobody would know me, nobody would care, but it is very humbling to see you guys and my England friends. You guys are awesome. People that came out, these guys here, you got England, Scotland, East Coast, Puerto Rico. Yes. I just thank you so much. I hope that we have really shown you guys that we are so grateful. I think all of us would love to take time and hear everyone's testimony and hear what Power Rangers has done to you, and at the same time we want to give back, and so I would love to just hang out with you guys and just hear stories. So thank you so much. We are so humbled. I'm humbled. Thank you.
I'm humbled as well. Everything what all these ladies have said. It's an this interaction between the fans and us doing the show. I don't think you could ever understand how much it means to us, because we're just we wake up in the morning and we're stressed about bills and getting old and what our job is and all that stuff. So just having these moments, knowing that what we did touched you guys, it touches us just a million times more, and really, really grateful. And thank you for coming out. It's really, really cool.
I'm gonna kind of repeat the sentiment that was said at the very beginning by saying, I also wasn't part of this whole phenomenon, because Masked Rider was very short-lived, and we have our strong fans out there, right? Masked Rider? It wasn't quite the same experience for me. So knowing that 15 years later, yes, 15 years since I was on Masked Rider, you guys would still care this much. I feel like I should have tried even harder back then. But honestly, when they asked me to do this, I thought the same exact thing. Nobody's going to know who I am, Patsy Carbuncle. Come on, I was the bulk of Masked Rider. Although much thinner, much prettier. No, they're great. No, they're great. But just you guys coming up to me, taking pictures with you. Some of you are shaking just to be next to us, and it's so odd to me because, like we've all said, we're normal people. We have our normal lives, and just to know that we're something so special in your eyes is exciting for us. If I could be slimed every single day, knowing that would bring a smile to your face, I would. I promise. I would take so many more pies and steaks for you guys, honestly. So thank you.